Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you the Kids Travel Tray by Kids Compadre. I've basically just unboxed it, just out of the plastic packaging it came in, and just laid it out here so we can see there's three different components. We have the wall of the tray base itself, and then we have a pencil case too. So one, two, three. We just have this leaflet that came with the product. It basically goes through. Obviously kids travel tray and various features that make the product quite a nice one. So I'll just go through a few of those. Waterproof tray surface. So obviously that's quite nice. With the tray being used on the go all the time, various food and drinks, things are going to get spilt and the tray will obviously become a little bit dirty. So in order to clean it, it's quite nice to have this waterproof tray surface. Obviously if things get spilt, it doesn't mind. And then if we want to clean it, then we can do with a wet cloth, for example. So quite nice to have that waterproof. Soft inside flap is the next thing it mentions. That's this flap you can see here. I will explain this more when we assemble the tray itself, but basically the point of this flap is that when that's in place, the kid's waist or tummy is here, and it basically just means that any items that are on the tray will not fall between the tray and the child's belly. So quite a nice feature, quite flexible, quite comfortable. So yeah, really nice part of the tray that. Now we can then see it mentions a cartoon illustration. So we see on the surface, on the base, with this nice colourful cartoon illustration, very nice to look at. So really well designed and colourful as well, which is quite nice. Nice and bright. I'm sure every kid would be happy to look at this on some kind of road trip, for example. We can see this nice feature as well that's noted as the pencil case. So it's really just a nice additional thing to have with the tray. Not many other trays have things like that to provide extra storage. If the kid wants to bring any kind of items to school, they can do so with the small pencil case. And lastly then, the flexible yet firm design. So we can see it's a very flexible design, but also firm for any of these kind of activities, be it eating, drinking, drawing, playing. So very well designed in that sense. So really that covers everything on the leaflet. You can see there's various images as well of the tray being used and how it can be used. And then on the back there's some information as well, so maybe to go through that too. So really when it comes to assembling the tray, it's really quite easy. You can see there's a zip on the border of this base. So really what we do is unwrap this wall, let's say, of the tray. I'll just flip it around the correct way. It should be here. All we then do is connect the zip here to that corresponding zip, and as we wind that around, it creates the kind of fixed tray structure. So we can just zip this up here. So just like any other zip, there we go. And maybe just follow the curve around as we zip up the tray. So we'll just follow that around here and down here, and that's your wall connected to the tray base. So that's it, quite again flexible, firm at the same time, so it maintains its shape. And then we'll just connect the soft inside flap. So this is what I mentioned earlier on. Basically when that's in place, no items can fall from the tray. The whole point in using this tray would be if you're driving, your kid could use this, could play away, and no items will fall on the ground or become rolling loose in the car, which may cause a distraction for driving. So this is a really important feature of the tray itself. And lastly then, we'll just connect via these two buttons the pencil case on the side of the tray. So clip here and pop in there. And we can just see that's additional storage for the tray. So we have the pencil case on the right, or the case itself. We have additional pockets here, and then we have a strap here, maybe to put some bottles in, for example. So how we'd fit the tray itself, we'd put it on the child's lap. We could then put this, the child basically positioned here, and then we'd use this strap to connect the tray to the child. So it's basically just with this small connector here, and we'll just clip it to this one here. So we clip it on like so, and then just adjust the strap length accordingly. So that would be just strapped around the child's waist, not the child's waist and the seat, just the child's waist in here. So once that's connected, it's very easy to connect and disconnect, just like that. And as well then, if we want to make it more comfortable for the child, we can maybe adjust this like so. So maybe they have more room to put their hands in, for example. Also note as well, there's nice kind of clean curved edges, there's no sharp edges, it's very comfortable for a child to have. And that's really all in all, that's the Kids Compadre travel tray. As well, on a final note, it's overall, I'd say it's a very well designed product. It's nice and colourful, very functional. Yeah, so that's really it. So we hope you enjoy yours as much as we did. Thanks.